You
What you been
ready,
on that all
Brian?
like?
Where you calling me from?
I'm currently in California, but I was born and raised in Arizona.
Okay. You ready,
You said I don't
Brian?
have. You said I don't have no light. Is this not
No,
good
go
lighting?
back to where you was a second ago. That was better. This is gonna
That
be
was
better.
better.
This is
Okay.
good. All
I
right.
don't have a way to hold the phone in a better position. If I hold it like this, you can barely see me. That's why I was trying to
Yeah,
put
if
it in
you
the.
hold it steady, I work with. Are you a truck driver?
Yes, ma'am. I am.
Okay. Okay. You in your truck right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So we got Brian.
Mhm.
You live in California, love?
No. Well, I park here because my next load is in California. So basically, you could say I do, but I don't have a place.
Okay. So where do you want me to say you live?
You could say I live in Arizona for now until I get my land.
Arizona. Okay. And how old are you, Brian?
I am 29.
29. And you're a truck driver. Do you have any kids?
I do not.
Is truck driving your occupation? Do you have something else?
I have a business.
You have a business. Okay.
Dump
Brian,
trucking.
say what, baby?
Dump trucking.
So you're is that what you do? Dump trucking?
No, so I do the truck driving every week, but the business is a side gig, just
Okay.
for different things in life.
Okay. Dump trucking. All right. So we got Brian, Arizona, 29, truck driver, no kids, does dump trucking. Never married, correct?
Never have been married.
And what's your zodiac sign?
I am a Pisces.
All right, let's get to it. All right, Brian, what kind of woman are you looking for?
So I'm pretty I don't even know how you say it, intentional. I'm looking for a woman who has her head on her shoulders. And when I say head on her shoulders, I just mean that she knows herself. She knows what she likes, she knows her weaknesses, and she knows her strength. I don't want to have to build a woman as far as I'm not talking financially, I'm talking mentally, right? I'm looking for intelligence. So if I speak to you, there's certain things as a grown human being that I should never feel that I need to speak to you about. So basically, a woman that's energetic like me, having some fun, wants to grow with money and hopefully have generational wealth my goal is. Fun. Someone who likes to laugh. You're too serious, it won't work too much with me because I like to try to make a woman smile. So
Okay.
at that answer.
What are your deal breakers?
So my deal breakers. A woman who, when she gets too upset, she puts her hands on a man. I can't do it. A woman that will take a man's out of his peace, right? Uh, Being a guy, I can fight. I've fought all my life, but I've never put hands on a woman, and I never like to feel uncomfortable. I want to be romantic. I don't want to be angry and feel like I have to defend myself. So if she's hood, aggressive, anything like that, um, I don't. I prefer not that. Um, mm, uh, yeah, I think that pretty much answers it. Just a woman who just wants to have a good time. Nothing with a negative. I want to stay away from that.
Okay. Should she look a certain way?
Yes, and I do, and this part right here kind of sucks, and I really hate having to answer this kind of question, but I guess I have to because I understand a woman's preferences. I'm 5'6", so when you're around me, when you talk to me, my height never really is a factor. But it's a thing when you're around me and you see other guys that are 6'3", 6'4", you might think a little something. You know what I mean? But me being confident in myself, it doesn't phase me. So her look is, I don't, man, it's hard. Basically, I did track my whole life. So I've always found the woman since I was 10 years old. Any woman that has a slender look to them, they don't have to be skinny, but just if if the body is more looks like a basketball, it's going to be very hard for me to want to be intimate with that person. And if you want the best from me, I would love to look at what I see. If that makes any sense.
Ooh, child. Okay, so you want to? Oh, I think so. I think so. Should she make a certain amount of money?
No, I do not care.
Are you open to all races or black women only?
Dark skinned woman is my absolute favorite. But no, does not matter to me. I don't care what race at all.
Okay. All right. Let's do the Kendrick Cam.
Okay. Ain't got too much room to walk here. Let's see if there's wait. Let's see. Okay, so this is me. Can't really show you my pants or
We
whatever.
gotta see your legs, honey.
You got to? Okay, I got a little something. Hold on. Let me climb up on here. Ah,
Okay.
okay. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. We'll work with it. All right, Brian. All right, Brian. Could the woman have kids?
Yeah. So I've dealt with three different women who've had children, so children is not a problem for me.
Okay. All right.
Um,
Okay.
that I mean that answers your. I'm trying to be short because I know you have a lot to do, so I'm trying to be short.
Okay.
So no, it's not a big problem.
Okay. When was your last relationship?
That was 2 years and 3 months now.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
2 months and two years and 3 months. So last person I was in a relationship is the last person I had sex with.
Are you waiting for another relationship?
I am. I'm pretty good at um turning women down. So as soon as I see something that aggravates me, I try to talk to them. And if I see there's no intelligence there, I cut it because, like I said, I'm intentional. Intentional. So being 29, going into my 30s, I want to build an empire with a woman. There's a lot of benefits that come with my life that I won't speak on. But those things I don't want a woman to feel like she can just have access to. So I'm looking for the intelligence first before I allow myself to sleep with her.
Woo. So you say you good with turning women down? They be trying to get into your pants.
Yeah, so having a woman to sleep with really is not difficult for me, um, because I go for I don't go for the looks when I'm talking to a woman. I'm sorry if me not looking at the camera bugs you. So when I'm speaking to a woman, I want to get to know who she is on the inside, not what she was born with. And when I do that and I get them feeling good and having a great time, they feel comfortable with me. They feel relaxed because I'm not pushing, you know. So the sexual is definitely open and I see it, but I know that I can't do anything past that, and I don't want to be the guy that's just a pig.
That's fine, but now you did say earlier she can't be shaped like a basketball, so she do have to be attractive on the outside. That's what you said earlier.
Yes. Um, yes. So I've about 6, 7 women now I've have conversations with. They definitely look good. They look like they come from the gym. And even those women, I mean, they're still on my phone right now to text, but I'm not talking to them because I can't see any connection.
Okay, there you have it. You have sexual discipline. Okay. Three
Yeah.
flaws you have to work on.
My flaws. All right. So number one, my impulsiveness. One of the uh one, one of the women that is my friend. I tried talking to her, but we're a little far away, so she didn't want to do long distance. Um, she said that I'm impulsive, and so I guess that's a flaw right there. I love to talk, so if the woman's not too much of a talker, it's definitely going to be a downfall. And another one of mine is my ego. I have for about 6, 7 days now. I have cut it off completely. But sometimes I can get very, what's the right word for this? Because it sounds wrong if you say it, but territorial, if you would. If me and the woman are locked in, I don't know what it is, the energy in the room or whatever, but it makes other guys want what I have, and I don't bend over. I don't back down. So one thing I definitely need to learn how to work on is for sure Uh, keeping my head cool. Being small makes it already difficult, and then the idea of you being 6'3", 6'4", and think there's a chance that it's gonna be a easy to walk over me and mess with my woman in my face. It never goes well. So I have to get better control of that. So like I said, I've been fighting my whole life. So
Do you want to share your height?
You say what? Oh yeah, I'm 5'6".
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
5'6". Would you date a
Yes.
woman taller than you?
Absolutely. I love all women.
Okay, he loves all women. All right. Now, why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
Because I actually value the system that doesn't seem to be in today's world, which is why I actually really like your show. I actually found your show through another YouTuber. He calls us the MT Army. Um,
What's the
um,
NC Army?
M, M, Meteor, Meteor. How does he say it? Tours and reviews. Um, Light skinned dude. I don't know, but he did a review on your channel, and that's how I found you. But basically, the reason a woman would be lucky to have me in her life if she values these things is I don't care about the materialistic. I don't care about the Ferrari. I don't care about the big house. What I care about is your soul, as who you are as a human being that makes you, and because of that, um, putting a smile on her face, like I said, is priority. If she's having a bad day, making her feel good. If she needs space, like all of the simple things I prioritize. I don't prioritize if we have an argument, I buy you flowers and buy you some food and now let's call it a day. I'm gonna get to know who you are and know um how to cater to you specifically. So that would be the benefit if that's something she sees.
Okay. All right, Brian, what's the age range you would date?
I prefer to say um 25 all the way up to 40, right? Because I'm about to be 30. So I've talked to 50-year-old women. I've talked to 20-year-old women. But I prefer now to stay with the age range of drinking. Because I do look young. I know I look young. I get a lot of really young women that drool at me. I do not like it. It's not cool to me no more. I'm grown. So yeah, definitely 25 to 40 is cool.
Do you want kids?
I do not.
Oh, you don't want kids. Okay. Could the woman have kids already?
She can. And that would be the conversation between me and her to have, which is if you have children, fine, understandable. Children in your life, of course, first and foremost. Um, but how willing is she to find a way to prioritize some type of time with me and her, so I'm not having to constantly battle for the attention, which never should be a thing because children always goes first, like I said. But I kind of want to feel like we're 16 and we're just like that puppy love. I don't want to feel so, hold on, I can't talk to you right now. I need to go talk to my kids. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's try a little bit, you know?
So here's the deal. No judgment because rarely we meet people who don't want kids, but why do you not want kids? You just don't
Never
want to?
wanted,
Never
never
wanted them.
wanted them in my life. I struggled in life because of my height. Um, there was lots of fights and lots of bullying, lots of people trying to do things, mess with my girlfriends at that time behind my back. I always felt that because of my height, I didn't get the respect that I should get because I'm a caring person. I prefer to put people first. So I don't want to put my possible child through that. I feel that I don't have the genetic ability to have a child that could be 6'5", 6'6", and he doesn't have to worry about those kind of things, or she even. I feel like I would be setting up my possible child in failure because the way today's world is so materialistic. So that's the reason.
Well, let me say this. I pray that you find peace in letting those type of trolls go, because if you don't want to be a father, that's fine, right? There's no pressure there. But now I'm hearing it's because then they really win. They bully you so much that you have decided you don't want to enter into fatherhood where you can have a bond like no other. So don't let bullies block that dream of yours. Now if you don't want to be a father, then so be it. There's no pressure. But what from I'm hearing, it's like you don't want to procreate because you don't want a child to go through what you went through. But look at you, you're standing tall, you're successful, you don't have babies running around this universe. There's a lot of successful men who are not tall So you can't go on in this life. And I think you just got to be confident in your walk. Don't let the bullies control your whole life. Then now you don't even want to be a father. That's sad to me.
Okay.
So just think about it. Like, again, let me tell you, they will win for a lifetime, right? If they bullied you at one point in time and you had to stand up for yourself, that's one thing. But if they suppress the fact that you won't become a father from that, then they win. That means they get your whole life control. You can't let people have that much control of your life. Live like social media doesn't exist. And whether
Right.
you have a daughter or a son, I know plenty of men who are not under 6 feet that have wonderful families, and their children has brought so much joy to their lives. So I don't want you to close off the opportunity of fatherhood all because of ignorant ass people. Okay. um Let me see this. Okay, Jerry said 29 no kids. Why are you okay with them and with kids? No race of men will accept that. Okay, I think we kind of got the backstory to that.
Right. Can I answer him?
Yes.
I understand exactly what he's saying and where he's coming from. And like I said, I've dealt with the women with children. But hey, mister, I want you to understand I'm 29 years old. That means at this day and age, at my age group, it's very rare to find a woman who does not have children. But I also look at the woman and understand her circumstances. So if the relationship failed because of any violence whatsoever, or if the man was down talking her, or the man was cheating on her, and she no longer could put up with that, then that's a very different situation, right? A woman who just gave up on the possibility of a strong family tree, obviously I would not entertain it. But if she's a woman who was going through hardship and tried, that's something that can be understood. So this is not me trying to deal with another man's child. This is me looking for a connection and hoping that um, that I actually love children. I do. I'm a fun guy. So yeah, no, I understand what you're trying to say, man, but that don't work over here.
Okay.
All right.
The dope mom says, stop overthinking. You're good enough. And I hope you never forget that.
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Um, all right. And we got to the why the woman will be lucky to be with you, correct?
Yes, we did.
All right. So, Brian, are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
I sure am.
Okay. What's your name on the app, sir?
Brian Smith, and then my username would be Brian3570.
Brian 35. Here we go. Brian 3570. We got one. Yeah, we got more than one picture. Brian 3570. Brian 3570. Okay. Ladies, if you're interested, he's on the Kendra G singles dating app. You push the heart. Ooh, you push the heart or the star if you're interested, the heart or the star, and you can find him. Brian 3570. Put in his username, Brian 3570, Brian 3570. I want to say this before, I'm a changed person. I'm not the same person when I first started hosting the show. It'll be 5 years in April. But I do have sympathy for men who are not 6 feet because I sit here and I've heard for almost 5 years that height requirement. Um, but I do feel like sometimes good quality men get overlooked for that because of that requirement. So I'm hoping that this show gives you exposure for women because I do say this, and I know women get a lot of flack when they go out with the bad guy or whatever, the tall guy or the money guy, and then all of a sudden all they care about is character. And okay, whatever. But I hope that there are some things I would want to work on, but for the most part, you have a good foundation. I think you have become this person due to the bullying in your past. So it's like I'm gonna show up ready before you get me type of attitude. So I understand that. But I hope that a woman can see past all that and see that you have good qualities and can and can help you through that process and show you something different. So I hope your height does not become a barrier for you on this show.
Thank you.
I
Can I say one more thing before you kick me off?
You can. You can have the last word.
Okay. So there was a woman. I was going to Walmart with my homeboy in South Carolina, and we were just grabbing some stuff. We were gonna go to the fair. that was out there that night. So we were just grabbing some things. And so I had 20 grand in my pocket. I was in my Mustang GT. And we're just sitting there talking, whatever. And I seen a woman. She was beautiful, probably about 20 years old, maybe 21. This was about 5 years ago. And so I went straight up to her, went to go walk up to her and ask her what her name was. And she came up to like right here. She wasn't too much shorter than me. And when I said, "Hey, excuse me, miss," I said, "I really don't want to bug you. I just want to ask you, may I ask your name?" And she said, "Why? Why do you need to know?" Right then, I should have knew, but I don't back down from nothing. So I said, "Oh, I mean, I find you attractive, and I just want to get to know you real fast." She said, "Yeah, you definitely ain't tall enough to talk to me. You can go." And that had hurt. I was like, "I got all this money. I'm a hardworking man. Like, what?" You know what I'm saying? I didn't show her that. I just said, "Okay, thank you. You have a great day." I went to go tell my homeboy. He laughed at me and stuff. And I'm just like, women don't even try to see character. It has to be height. And I don't know. Maybe it's something that's never gonna go away. But hey, I'm good. So
Well,
yeah.
listen, here's the deal. I understand that moments change you, but now let me ask you this. Would you want her to treat you different because you had 20K in your pocket?
No, 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 no. I appreciate it. I appreciate her not giving me that time because then it would have been a waste of time. Um, Her not giving me that time allows for me to know off rip that she was not for me. I don't need to have
So
spent this money at this
why mention that she didn't want to date you, but you had 20K in your pocket?
because
So
it
should
was
that have changed it?
it no, no, no. If she had been interested in speaking to me and she had been interested in what she's seen and how we were, if we had got to talking real quick and whatever, and then I would have told her, "Hey, let's go to the fair." Obviously I didn't plan to blow all 20K, but she wouldn't have had to worry about food or any of that. We definitely would have had a great time. Money would have been taken care of. um the 20K itself doesn't matter because I know there's a saying out there, you're never the biggest fish in the ocean. So just because you got 20K don't mean nothing to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So the money was just like, you look at me, you can't tell I have money because I don't wear the $50,000 chains or $4 or $5,000 shoes. You know what I'm saying? So I prefer to come humble. But if she had seen it, then maybe it could have been a little different.
I
But she
mean, it
just,
absolutely would have been different, but why would you want that girl who wants you because of the money? So I
oh, no,
feel
no, no, no,
like,
no, no. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that.
well, once you drop that 20K, people are now looking at you like a lame because why even
Oh
mention
yeah,
it?
yeah. Oh, right, right, right. I see what you're saying. No, I try to say that the imagery of the height, I get why they like the height. I'm not down talking it whatsoever. What I'm saying is when it comes to longevity, the physical does not make the person. I have 5, 6 homeboys in South Carolina right now that beat women and they're 6'4", 6'6". So I'm saying
Well, they
like
shouldn't
I
be your
don't
homeboys if they beat women. Let's
yeah,
start
no,
there.
well, maybe I should say we're homeboys, whatever. But dudes, I used
Yeah.
to know. You know what I'm saying? And I had serious talks with in those times that we almost fought. You know what I'm saying? Because dog would tell me about he had to smack his girl, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing that for? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So certain guys they don't like hearing that kind of talk. But then I just separate myself because now I'm gonna end up hurting you because I don't really want to see that. I don't know what goes on with men who do that kind of stuff, but I know that when you deal with the height, you don't know what you're dealing with. Sometimes he could be a cheater. Sometimes he could be a verbal abuser, and he might be a rapist. You know what I'm saying? You just never really know. So to look for longevity out of height alone, it doesn't equal that. The height is just the sexual attraction, right? That's good for a one night stand, but you're looking for longevity, you can't look solely on that. But I do understand if you want a man taller than you. I'm 5'6", so if the woman is 5'8", she don't want to talk to me because of that. I respect it.
No, I get it. I get it. I get it. Men can't change their height, so there is sympathy from me to that area. We have a couple of paid questions.
Okay.
AJ said, why we need to know he got 20K in his pocket and a Mustang GT in that moment? Thinking about the wrong things, bro. 20K should have been in a HYSA minimum.
Hey, I want to say, hey, you're right, right? Why say that? And I can't make it make sense to you. You know what I mean? If you feel some type of way about me speaking on it, you got to understand I work hard for that. Work hard. I'm talking about hours, 14, 15 hours, no sleep. I'm talking about walking 5, 6 miles just to get to work. Leave that job, just go walk to another job. That money ain't come easy. That money ain't come with no handout. So when I speak on it, it's because I can. Feel me?
Okay. Coffee Killer said, like Kendra said, don't give in to bullying. Have you ever thought about your legacy? Leave someone here if your name in your name to carry on.
I have thought about my legacy a lot. Um, it's I would love, like I said, I would love kids, but there's a lot of things that do worry me. Like I said before, about the potential chance of not being able to give my child a great life because of the world we live in, which is materialistic, and also, what if I'm considered that nice guy, right? That the open the doors and everything kind of guy that a lot of things have been deemed as soft guy, right? And then she's willing to leave me and now gets half the income and I don't get to see my child and half the house, whatever, right? Those kind of things, they scare me. I know if you're with the right one, you don't have to worry about those things, but I got to do a lot of work to find the right one. So
Okay. All right. Brian said, nah, I was doing good until the fool gonna say 20 grand in my pocket. Use that 20 grand to get height surgery and stop crying.
hey, my bro, you sound funny, dog. Listen, look, I try to laugh at these things. You feel me? I try to laugh at these things. So I'm not internet gangster. You feel me? But I'll tell you right now, look, bro. If you could become my height tomorrow and live my life for 3, 4 years, then you get to speak. Until then, I'm not hearing nothing you gotta say.
Until then, what?
Until then, I'm not hearing nothing he gotta say. Like I said, I'm
Okay.
not, yeah, I'm not internet gangster, so I ain't gonna talk tough.
Okay. All right. Okay. Ooh, child. All right, let's stop there. Let's stop there. I don't want to. Well, we got some. This is from. He needs to log off. Show you that. Okay, I don't know. Don said he needs to log off the YouTube podcast and go live in the real world, making up lies as he goes. Trade that Mustang in for some therapy.
Ooh, hey, that's cute. Hey, you said make a lot. Hey, all right, that's cool. You feel me? Hey, look, I really got, yeah, nah, I got stripes. I got people. Hey, matter of fact, hey, my Facebook. All right, look up Brian Smith. You'll find me.
Okay, yeah, I got you. We're not gonna stop the social media, but I got you.
Okay,
Um,
yeah, nah, yeah. Tell Don to come see me. Ain't
You can
nothing.
see you on the Kendra G Singles dating app. All right, we got Divine Photos. Height don't matter as long as you have a mouthpiece. Exude confidence, stand tall, overcome, adapt, and move accordingly. But be you no matter what.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I appreciate that. I love positivity. I love having fun. That's why I kind of get thrown off when a couple comments don't seem too cool because I think they stuck on what I said. Like, would it have mattered? What if I lied and said $5 in my pocket? Like, I don't understand what the difference is. Like,
Well, I
it
would
is what
say
it is.
this. I would say this. I understand that you have to overcompensate in other ways for your height. Now we broke that down and we know about your past, but it did. I mean, anybody watching, for you to just drop 20K in the middle of the sentence, that does look a little lame. That's why I told you. I was like, once you said that, you lost some cool points and went towards the lame category. But we talked about it, and that's where all this energy is coming from. But I will. Let me see if this is positive. Control said you should get out of America. Your views sound like someone who never left. Women are different across the world. Also, get jokes. If a woman call you short, tell them God put your height in other places.
That's a good one. I like that one. That's a good one. I like that. Honestly, if I'm here, if God keeps me alive, like I said, I've been through a lot. A lot of y'all don't know and you won't know. But if God has got me here to put smile on people's faces and feel good, um, I don't feel like I need to go across the world to search. He'll move me where he wants me to go. So I do understand what you're saying, but I don't think every woman in America is negative. I just think that the narrative of America right now is kind of down, and we need to come back as people, and we need to celebrate each other, uplift each other, not separate.
Okay. All right. All right. That's it. I think we done, child. We done with all these questions for Brian. He is on the Kendra G Singles Dating app. It was Brian 3570. What was it?
Yeah, Brian 3570.
Yeah, Brian 3570 on the Kendra G Singles Dating app. Brian 3570. Okay, Brian. Keep me posted how it goes.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate you talking to me.
You're welcome. Bye. Our new and improved Kendra G Singles Dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your Apple Store or your Google Play Store and download the brand new Kendra G Singles Dating app now.